Hello, hello, Jen Anderson, Chief Inspiration Officer. And today I want to share with you a little bit about what working moms can do to help have a little bit more sanity in their life, starting in the kitchen. So welcome to my kitchen. This is our hub of activity in our household, as I'm sure it is in your household as well. So today I actually have my daughter at daycare all day so that I can take care of stuff. I just finished up teaching a class called the Inspired Job Search, and this is my 6-week program where I take job seekers through all the core things that you need to do so that you can find the right job and bring God into it. I'm always a big fan of let's turn to our faith to help us to get the answers that we need. And so now I'm kind of hungry. After I teach a class, my brain's like, and I need some food. And so I was thinking about as I came into the kitchen and I opened up my refrigerator looking for something to eat, how grateful I am that I had a big bowl of a lentil potato stew ready to go and to be eaten so that I wasn't tempted to eat some other treats. So for example, it was just Memorial Day and my sister-in-law, who's an amazing baker, made these really awesome, look at these super cute Rice Krispie treats and super, super yummy. And I may imbibe on one of those later on. But if I don't have food that's ready to go, then I will go straight to the quick sugary things that's going to give me fast energy, because after I'm done eating lunch, I've got a bunch of other work stuff I need to do before I leave to go to an appointment. So let me just tell you why I think that if we want to have more peace in our lives as working Christian moms, and if we want to have less chaos in our lives, why it is so important that we look at what food it is that we're putting into our bodies. And so I'm a big fan of eating a lot of vegetables, eating clean and green. And so I have this lentil soup, and I'll hold it up for you here so you can see. And this is a fun recipe that was shared with me from my mother-in-law, actually. And I'll provide the recipe for you guys as well. But here's the thing. I love really good food, and I like to eat a lot of good food. But also I don't want to spend forever in the kitchen, right? And so get yourselves an Instant Pot. This recipe, I made it using an Instant Pot. And after I chopped up all the stuff and threw it in there, I just had to turn it on for 4 minutes to let it cook. And I love that because I don't want to stand in the kitchen and have to keep stirring pots to keep an eye on stuff all the time, right? So I would highly recommend that you get an Instant Pot. That'll be one thing that will absolutely bring so much more peace into your lives. And then the other thing that can make a big difference is thinking about your week ahead. So for example, yesterday was Memorial Day, as I mentioned, hence the cute red, white, and blue treats. I thought about, okay, this next week that's coming up, I have big work projects that I need to work on. I have some big deliverables on things that I'm trying to take care of. We're starting to gear up for summertime activities around here. And I just thought, I'm going to need to have quick, good food on hand for myself. So that's when I all right, I pulled out my Instant Pot and grabbed my stuff and made this stew so that I could have it on hand. And so I share that with you because I think sometimes what happens to us working moms is that we get into this place of last minute, we've taken care of everybody else, right? Like I remember this morning, last night, I packed up everything for my husband's lunch, including some of this stew, and had all of that ready to go. And then for my daughter going to daycare, she goes a couple of days a week. So I pack up a bunch of stuff in this backpack for her so that over at the daycare, they have everything that she needs. So I'm taking care of everybody else's needs. But what about me? Like I need to eat healthy too, right? And so by thinking about it in advance, you can take care of yourself and give yourself some good, healthy stuff so that you don't have to worry about just eating whatever's right in front of you. Or if you're running between appointments or whatever, and you're out in your car, or you're bouncing from one thing to the next, how you might go, oh, you know what, screw it. I'm just going to pull into this burger joint. I'm going to pick up a quick burger to eat on my way. I'm not saying that I've never done that before. I've absolutely have done that before, but I don't feel great later. I don't feel like I have fueled myself with good stuff. And if my body doesn't feel good, then my spirit doesn't feel good. And if my spirit doesn't feel good, then I am definitely not a Christian mother, right, ladies? So what I encourage you to do is think about it in advance and prepare some stuff for yourself. So besides this lentil stew, I also put together what I call chickpea mash. And so it's just a bunch of garbanzo beans mushed up, and I add in some pickles and some celery and a little bit of green onion and some salt and pepper. And I love it because I can take a big scoop of that, I can grab some crackers, or I can put a big scoop of it on a green salad, and it gives me the protein. But but it's so much better than turning to some of the other sweet treats or other snacky things that are not really going to be better for myself. But by having things ready to go in advance, then it makes such a difference. So you want less chaos, you want less overwhelm, pay attention to what you're putting in your mouth, and pay attention to what you can do for yourself to plan in advance so that you can have good stuff on hand, ready to go for you when you need it, and also really for your family too. It's really nice to have good, healthy food for them so they can eat on the fly. So a couple thoughts for you there. In the comments, let me know what you're doing in your kitchen to help bring a little less chaos into your life. Remember always, my friends, that God has a message for you. I'll see you again. Thanks.